Hello everyone. Hope you're doing well today. Gonna continue my stream here in just a few moments. So I started my quest earlier off stream. It's a water quest. And I am 3 wins into the quest. Hey princess, thanks for jumping on. But I figured I should do the rest of it with a bit of company because it was lonely doing it all on my own. So my quest is underway and it's a blue quest and I have struggled with it because I don't have the animal. Hey AJ, good to have you on. I was hanging out on the Splinterlands TV stream just before, waiting for that one to end so I could fill the gap between Damore's stream and whatchamacall, Narradin's stream. My brain is not working. Yeah, it's nice for a Friday. I started work really early this morning, got my work done, hung out on that stream for a bit, and here I am. Congratulations on picking up your spellbook, Princess. What do you think of the game so far? How are you enjoying it? I'm playing at the Champion League, almost. Diamond 3, Diamond 1. Diamond 1, that's the name of the league I'm in. And I'm very close to Champion League at this point. But I need to pick my team before my time runs out. So I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna be like super annoying. I don't need the blind there though, but I do like having something else with reach. I am gonna go something else with blast. And I'm gonna go something else with blast as well. I'm gonna pretend that I'm playing Jotun, but I'm not playing Jotun. What else can we do with this rule set? No other blasts. Let's go Captain's Ghost. And then I'm going to throw in Narissa as well. This is a completely random team. Oh, they've got a Kraken. That's terrible for me. And yeah, look at all that magic damage. That magic damage is going to absolutely rip me to shreds. But it's okay. Because I'll just get to do it all over again in the next battle. Preferably not losing, but interesting that they didn't bring triage. But it's not going to put me into Champion League playing like that. So let's go with another battle and continue to struggle with my terrible, terrible blue splinter skills. We've got close range, 25 mana. What can I do here? Other than Llama Mage Cornelius, of course, which is always the best solution. I want to take advantage of the close range rule set. I don't know how. Let's see. Well, I could start off by including Warchang in my team. Wouldn't be the best use of my space. I feel like... Angelic Mandarin might not actually be the worst idea. Triage would be amusing. And we'll throw in Wave Brood. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna go all in on ranged monsters. And hope for the best. And see if Cyclops can't just... Oh, this could work well. Apart from that Dr. Blight, I'm very glad I didn't bring anything specifically with melee on my team. Double triage is going to be very painful though. But that won't matter if I deconstruct their team from the front. I'm very lucky I've not yet been afflicted. It's bound to happen at any moment, though. Super lucky I haven't been afflicted yet. There's the affliction, so that's the beginning of the end right there. Can't come back from that. Oh, 59 rating points to champ. I can do it. Got to do it today. Super sneak and explosive weaponry. Well, if they're gonna sneak, let's give them some nice surprises. Let's see if I retaliate. At the back will help. Maybe a chaos agent. See if they can't dodge that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm getting desperate now. Forcing the quest and forcing the objectives. And that's usually when I lose the largest number of games in the history of the world. Now we take a relaxing glare at the loading screen. Hope you guys have had a good day so far today. I felt extraordinarily productive at work today, so that was nice and good. Oh, it's getting later. It's getting very overcast and cloudy out there. It's making me pretty tired. And I have a cat yelling at me. Alright. Come on, where's your team, dear opponent? Are they just going to surrender? They're going to... No, I'm not that lucky. Well, they got a lot of speed. Did they bring any armor? Only armor on Grum. And it's super sneak, so I should be in pretty good shape, other than the fact that they're never going to miss. Because my opportunity and my retaliatory tramples... Oh, that was a terrible miss. Okay, why didn't you get angry? I need you to get angry. It's too bad trample doesn't get triggered by the blast kill. But now it's just Grum. Grum versus the world, and I don't think he can beat the world. Here comes the thorns. Boom. Would have been nicer if there was a retaliate mixed in there, but there was not. Alright, we took that Champion League player down. Now it's 25 rating points required for me to get into champ. We got Earthquake, or we got Rise of the Commons, so we want some Flying Machine, which we conveniently have available. Maybe we use a Tower Griffin as well, but that doesn't leave me much of else. Whereas I feel as though Green Splinter may be a slightly better choice. Perhaps. Yeah. Llama Monk might work. Monk doesn't have flying though. So we got 5 and below. Harvester seems like the obvious choice, but no, yeah, I don't know. It's done now. Well, they've only got 6 damage per turn, so how much am I going to heal? 5. Could be a struggle. Gonna need to hit on a regular basis. Okay, we're good. Not for the quest, but that might put me into champ. No, not quite. Alright. Now, am I going to go into champ with the next battle? Thank you for that one, Bakoini. It's clear that I needed the support. Yeah, the other option could have been like double repair or something like that. But it would have been pretty fragile. Actually, a double repair would have been brilliant there. Tortosan Chief and Murderlight Guardian would have worked out really amusingly there. Okay, we got Equalizer and we got Spreading Fury, so I want to make sure I focus my fire. And I want to make sure I use people who can get as angry and as quick as possible. What is my opinion on Serpent of Eld? Because they will get angry. They also have poison, and they'll throw arrows back. If I combine that dodge with a blind, that will be even more hilarious. Now, if I wish to continue focusing my fire, I can throw in some other things. But I want things that get mad. That get crazy, ridiculous anger coursing through their bodies. It causes them to do more damage. Well, let's go with some support. So we've got 2 creatures dedicated to support. Then we're going to go Dr. Blight. Only these were 3. I thought I'd have a bit more mana than that left over. And the weakness that my team has here is it is very fragile and vulnerable to magic and snipe. And I also don't have a cleanse, so I might throw out Kelp Initiate as a stopgap there. Alright, so they've gone for all the magic in the world, which I'm not going to be able to defend at all. So that is a GG loss for me. Because I can't dodge magic. Death Splinter Phantasm would have been amazing here. But I don't know. Maybe our Dr. Blight can do some incredible tricks. Unlikely. But you've got to live in perpetual hope, otherwise darkness will just capture you and hold you forever. Kelp Initiate can be pretty tanky, but they can't cleanse themselves when they're stunned. Yeah, that's not looking good for me, so let's skip ahead and try again. So, we won't be going to the Champion League with that particular game and that particular outcome, but we have Melee Mayhem, 34 mana. Another decent one for this Splinter, although Dragon is available. I feel as though it's a bit low mana to roll with a full-fledged Dragon team here. But because it is Melee Mayhem, I am going to throw the Hydra out. And do we go with a blast? I feel like a yes. Going to go with an out-of-place reach blast. Then oh, that's pricey, that Legionnaire Alba. It's very pricey. But it's good, and so is a Retaliate, so I'm just going to go with a Retaliate. And hope that they don't bring a blast, because I'm going to put my Murderlow Guardian in a pretty vulnerable spot. And you know what? We're just going to go down the Kraken path. And it doesn't look like I'll be hitting their front line anytime this century. Observe all the angry misses that are about to happen. Well, Hydra did okay. There's another miss. There's a Thorns. There's a Trample about to happen. Oh dear. Freaking Retaliate Trample. Absolute hogwash. That's another loss for me. So now I'm further from Champ League than I've ever been today. Gonna keep on fighting. Gotta pressure my way into that league and into those treasure chests somehow. I will get there. I didn't make Champion League last season, so if I make it this season, that's an improvement. Oh, 15 mana, Noxious Fumes, no healing. That is a rough one. Do we go with something that has immunity? Alma's my only option if I'm playing Blue Splinter. I feel as though Death Splinter and Life Splinter have way better options. Let's go Alster, Harklaw, and we'll throw in a Rust. Won't last for very long. We'll hope that they don't bring a Cleanse either. We should be safe for most of the standard strategies that happen with this rule set. Well, there's no need for the Rust, so that is excellent. And now it'll just be the slow burn. And I believe I should come across the line here with the win. Might go towards the quest. But there it is. Thank you, Alster, single-handedly winning the game. Well, that and Harklaw definitely helped. But I've still got to chase that last little win with Blue Splinter. I feel like Blue Splinter will work well here. I'm going to go Bortus. And I am going to go with everything that has a blast. So Electric Eel's Grenadier, Ruler of the Seas. Do I go with a Kraken? No, not when he's not going to be able to be supported. I might get an enraged Sharnus up in the front. May not be the best idea in the world, but I feel strongly that it could be of some consequence. No, I don't want Scavo Hireling. If I've got all of those blasts in the team, what will help them? Mermaid Healer's got a decent chunk of health. Then we'll go Chaos Agent as the backline. So we're going with a triple blast. Mixed damage type. Could work well. Very glad they don't have any magic reflect, but not so glad that the snipe of Lone Boatman is going to go straight into Ruler of the Seas. But hey, at least I have a triage. What I do have to put up with, however, is 2 resurrects from my opponent. First of which is going to be that guy. Second of which is going to be that one. Now they should both go down, and then the rest of the team should fade away. Nice. So that's my quest for today. I'm not sure if it's going to give me my next quest yet. I jumped on a little bit earlier in anticipation of having a friend around this evening. So let's claim this reward, see if it gives me my next quest. Otherwise, it might be a double quest stream on Sunday, because on Saturday evening I've got an engagement party to go to. So let's see. Twilight Basilisk, haven't seen one of them for a while. Heatsmith, Deceiver, Bandit and Bandit. Alchemy Lotion, Legendary Lotion, Deceiver, Legendary Lotion, Epic Twyla, 4 DC, a Heatsmith, another Epic, a Lava Launcher, an Alchemy Lotion. So that's pretty good. 2 Epics and a Rare, a whole bunch of cards. Oh, look at that. 40 seconds until my next quest. I guess we're doing 2 quests today. What's the next one going to be? I've got 30 seconds to sit around and ponder as to what that quest is going to ascertain. Hopefully it won't be water again. I don't know. I'm feeling like I would love to play Death right about now. So I'm hoping it's a Death quest. We will see. It's been a while since I've checked how many reward cards are sitting on my account here that I haven't been bothered transferring to my alt. Quite a few extras. Sadly, not a lot of gold foils. No gold foils, actually. Alright, let's see. What is this quest going to get us? Please be Death or Dragon. Death or Dragon. It's Dragon, I can still play Death. Haven't had a Dragon. Oh, it's Snipe. Okay, cool. So it's multi-splinter then. That's fine. I can play Life. I can play Death. I can play Green Splinter. The Sky is my horizon with this particular rule set. And I think it's going to be, because on account of the Stampede, I'm going to go with Selenia. I'm going to roll her with Earth coming along for the battle. I'm going to go Child of the Forest for their speedy snipe. This is where my team will get very expensive. Then we've got the double trample, which is sort of like, so why exactly are you playing Selenia? Why would you subject yourself to this team? Well, because I can throw in the Khmer Princess. We'll go with Naga Assassin as well. And we'll throw in a Slow. Let's see if this does anything useful. Of course it's a Kraken. Of course it's a Kraken. But hey, at least my snipe is going to go into a Sea Genie that's going to be covered in armor. Oh, no, it isn't. It's going to go into Kraken because Kraken is a Kraken, and I often forget that Kraken is a Kraken. Okay, whatever you do, Grund, don't make him retaliate. So what does Grund do? Makes him retaliate immediately. That's GG. Alright. Again, hey Techie, good to see you. Well played earlier today, trying to build up that team for Narradin on their stream. That was actually a pretty engaging and fun way to look at, well, I lost. What could I have done to have prevented this? Without the response of being like, I don't know. Explosive weaponry. Popular rule set. 21 mana. I am going to go with I want to use Ouster because I want to use Magi Necrosi because of the good old camouflage plus the snipe. Maybe I make Chaos Agent be really good because then they'll have return fire. Perhaps. For 1 mana, we'll throw in Cursed Slime Ball. And you know what? Let's just throw about a bit of weakness here and try and engineer Cursed Slime Ball's death. While also engineering a bit of other happenings. Don't know that it'll work. I'm going to throw Bonesmith in as well. Let's see. Oh, this is certainly not going to work. Very grateful for all of my magic boys, though. Ooh, Affliction. But can we still take down this guy? Oh, we stunned him. Yeah, I think I might have this. I think Dr. Blight's gonna come through with the goods. No, Magi Necrosi did it all on their own. That was a very seesawing battle, that one, but that was good fun. Yeah, it is a very different game between Silver and Champ. I mean, Champ Diamond, same thing, basically. But those extra abilities really make cards very, very different. So our opponent has been playing a bit of blue and a bit of green, and they seem to enjoy Obsidian, and they love their magic damage. But this is keep your distance. So I can probably expect there to be magic damage. So I need to counter magic damage without bringing magic damage. Preferably bringing some sneaks in. I'm gonna go green Splinter. And I'm gonna not have Cornelius as my front line, but they're gonna be damn well close. Centauri Mage has a Reflect. Kron's gonna go in the back, and then I guess Goblin Psychic. I'm not sure about this team. I definitely do have a snipe that I forgot about by way of Spirit of the Forest. I'm going to enjoy the blast, but I'm not going to enjoy the return. Oh, that Cornelius doesn't have return fire. That's excellent. Okay, how is this going to go? They've got lots of healing. I've got lots of healing. We've both got llamas. So the Affliction isn't really going to do all that much. It's just got to be, I need Goblin Tower to actively hit Almo. And not miss. Because that is what is costing me here. Oh, here we go. This could be it. This could be the beginning of the end for them. Yes, beautiful. Now I can start digging through their team with my Goblin Tower. Wonderful Affliction. Holds them back from a heal for a brief moment. Nice. That bit there, not so nice, because Goblin Tower got hit with return fire. Now Kron should be able to come in and finish the job there. Now the question's going to be, am I going to have enough damage to take out the cube? The advantage here is I'm going to have some potential blast damage hitting it first, but not to be. So 31 damage cube. I've got no affliction, but I'm doing an incredibly large amount of damage to this cube here. Way more than what was needed. That is a good outcome. So that's 2 for the snipe and 17 rating points away from that champ league. Let's see if I can string another snipe win in. Sorry to hear you're having a bad start today, back when I'm guessing today's your double quest day, or is it just are you playing every day now that you're playing that Chaos 8 account, or what's the haps with you there? Did you find someone to basically say here's an account, go for it, or let me know. Aim true, everything hits. The Rise of the Commons. I feel like Dragon Splinter is gonna go. I'm gonna go with, well, speed doesn't really matter. Speed matters not one single bit here because everything is always going to hit. So maybe I just take advantage of tokenistic snipe. Then guessing it's an epic card I'm looking for, which is why it's not appearing. Yeah, that's correct. I was looking for an epic card. We'll go with Phineas. And I don't know, I like Retaliate. Then for 3 mana, given its Rise of the Commons, I hate the fact that Green Splinter is available here. What about 2 mana? Goblin Fireballer, sure. Then we can maybe go even faster. Let's try this out. Well, they've got speed there. I don't have a particularly rapid team. This is not looking great. Because there goes all my snipes. Not that they would have really done much. Other than that. So that brings lots of pressure to my backline. And it's about to bring even more, although that's an excellent retaliate. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that beautiful retaliation. I think that might just seal the deal. Oh, and another retaliate. That is perfect. I would have lost that so badly if it wasn't for Phineas's chain of retaliations there. And that gives me 68 rating points, putting me into good old Champion League. It's been a while, but here I am. And of course I'm going to advance just for the sheer pleasure of falling back again when I lose my next game. But 68 rating points into Champion League is a brilliant starting point. So the chances are I might actually be able to stay in Champ League. We will see. Took me so long to get there though. And now I need 2 more wins using Snipe. And we got Broken Arrows and Spreading Fury, which means, sorry, this ability you require for your quest is not available in your region. I think I'm going to go with obsidian, since it's broken arrows, and hope that my opponent does not do a similar lineup to mine. What is 5 mana that does damage? Let's go with 3 mana that does damage. And what leaves us with 4? Dr. Blight, come along. Okay, so they went with the armor reduction. Their mycelia is not leveled. A lot of their deck is not leveled, but I'm not excited to see a Cron in their team. Hey, Sundaram, thank you. It took me a very long time this season, but I got there. Oh, good. I was thinking for a second, wait, did I bring Queen Mycelia? Because that seems pretty important to my strategy here. I didn't bring a snipe, so this won't count towards my quest. But it will help me secure my rating in Champ League. If I can afflict that Cron, that would be lovely. Well, we poisoned him, so that's just as good. And see you later, Chaos Agent. So another 20 rating points. I need these snipe wins. Aim true, keep your distance, death is available. Say hello to Alster. Say hello to a cheapo Amplify. And what am I gonna do? If everything is hitting, let's Soulstorm. Magi Necrosi. This is getting very expensive, this team. Who can be a front liner? Tempted by Onyx Sentinel. That way they get amplification. Let's drop Soulstorm because we can do more damage with a Banshee. And we'll go for further armor reduction. Not that it's really gonna matter. Then we can't use the silence because of the rule set. I'm very glad nothing melee is here. I'm not so glad or keen on all of this magic reflect, because all of my guys are very fragile. And unfortunately, Onyx Sentinel is not going to be able to withstand all of this barraging. Even with the rust, I couldn't make it. At least there was only 3 rating points lost. Alright. Enrage. Mana cap 25. I think I know what I want to do here. It's going to be Selenia. And it's going to be a solid amount of really vicious and quick snipe. And we are going to go with Failed Summoner. Mycelia is probably ill-advised here, but hey, what am I going to do? I want to win this snipe quest. That's what I want to do. Throw in that slow. Hope we can get out of the gates first and get through armor without triple snipe setup. There would have been a quad snipe setup, but I needed a tank and I was running out of mana very rapidly. I'll probably get 0 legendaries out of there. That's what normally happens. I'm a little bit concerned about that chromatic dragon. He's going to get very angry. Oh, look at that first snipe miss. Well, at least none of those other snipes are gonna be too dangerous, provided they hit. Oh, it's still missed, even with the snare. Yeah, I'm rightfully afraid of that dragon, who's thankfully no more. Unfortunately, it's not close range here, so I think I'm doomed. No, I should be okay. I need... can I win to exhaustion? I think I can win to exhaustion. Yeah, I should have that in the bag. Let's skip to those results. Beautiful. That is a win in the fatigue phase. And crawl towards the snipe quest finish line. One more battle required. Well, we'll see. We will have another set of chests very shortly. It's potentially one win away. It'll probably be more than one battle away. I'd love to wrap it up on the next one. But I don't know. We will find out. That's the fun of this. Okay, we got target practice, so everything has snipe. And then we've got spreading fury, so everything gets angry when it gets hit by snipe. The question is, let's go all out death. Everyone's going to get void. We're going to go Dark Hawan. Dark Hawan will attract the enemy attention. Then we're going to use Cornelius, because then they're both going to throw back attacks at the enemy. Jin Murray, again, with more magic reflect. We are going to use a corrupted Pegasus to try and keep Dark Hawan alive. It's been a while since I've played this team construct, so I'm trying to remember exactly what it is I want to do here. Well, I better bring that snipe, otherwise there'll be no chance of completing this quest. And I think I might throw Dr. Blight in there as well. The only risk here is that. So now Jin Murray will be the victim of any sneak attacks, but he should stop any big sneak attacks with his force field. That's why I swapped those around. So my snipe is going to go into the Conjurer, which I'm okay with. I'm really glad I brought all of this magic reflect along. My poor Dark Hawan is not going to survive for very long, so I need to try and deal with this Uriel the Purifier. Well, at least they're getting garbage resurrected on their team there by Pellicle Conjurer, because the Conjurer will just disappear once more. Now that I've got that reach cranking, now that their triage is gone, this is a pretty intense battle here. Good stun there. Nice thorns. Lucky miss. Can I follow that up? This is a real dice roll here. Oh, good. I got the attack in first. That was very lucky. If I didn't get that attack in first, I probably would have lost there. But I think Dr. Blight could have come along and still saved the day. But that's quest number 2 done. So let's pop open these rewards. See what we get. Alright, look at that. 16 chests. Here we go. Pack. Perfect. Alchemy Lotion, 30 DC. A Conjurer. Legendary Lotion, 18 DC. Some Exploding Rats. Lotion, 488 DC. That's good. A Mercenary, another Mercenary. 1 DC to level out that 488. Pellicle Mercenary again, another lotion, and it was the Pellicle Mercenary day today. So that was not a bad haul there either. And then we get our next quest 22 hours from now, which should be around 4 PM tomorrow, so I won't be able to do that because I'll be getting ready for the engagement party I have to go to tomorrow night. So Sunday night will be the next time I stream, and that'll be a double, and that'll be followed up on the Monday after with my normal Splinterlands TV stream. So while I wait, because I know we've got 12 minutes before the next Splinterlands TV show goes on, I'm gonna do some Splinterlands admin here and transfer a whole bunch of cards to my alt account, which I've been meaning to do for a while, and it's probably worth my time reassessing my rentals as well, because it's been a while since I've looked at any of the cards I'm renting to other players to see whether or not I'm giving them steals or whether my cards are sitting there idly by doing a whole bunch of nothing. Yep. It is card hoarding at its best. I mean, look at how long it takes for it to load. For freaking ever. It's so much fun. I shouldn't be taking this long on my main account. I don't know, let's go over here to pretend we're going to buy a set. Come on. Do your stuff, Peak Monsters. Yeah. I'm surprised it takes that long. It shouldn't be taking this long to query the API though. So grab my card collection. Not on my main account at least. But my main account only has the one of each except for the reward cards. I don't know. Let me swap back over to Hollis apps. See, it loaded Holozap straight away, and that's got like 12,000 cards on there, so go figure. Let's see, for rent, yes. Delegated, no. Listed price. Okay, there's a few cards of mine here that are not delegated out, that are not already at the cheapest level, so let's go and relist those. See if we can't get those ones into someone's hands towards the end of the season. And then it fundamentally means the rest of my cards are either a great deal or have been rented out for quite some time. We'll find out. It looks like Peak Monsters is pretty slow today. Okay, let's confirm away that. And now for rent and delegated, yes. Let's look at what the most expensive ones are that I have delegated out, and let's see what sort of horrors I can do on the market. Okay, so for some reason, a cursed slime ball that I'm renting out for 0.442 DC per day is going for 14.7 DC. It looks like a lot of the lower level cards here have quite the opportunity to be giving me a greater return. So let's go to stuff that's to about, I don't know, 3x. Wow, I could be making 3x more on all of these cards. That's insane. And I've just been sitting there on these completely idle for, I don't know, 2.5 seasons. So how many cards is that? Looks like a lot. Let's cut them off. And then I'll need to relist those. Let's switch the account again. Let's see if it'll actually load Holozor's cards this time around. I'm happy to be a guinea pig for your script, Geokiz. Absolutely happy to be. I can run it locally. I can run it remotely. Send me a message on Discord if you require a commission. Whatever makes my life easier, I am happy to do. Whatever makes your life more what's the word I'm looking for? Prosperous. I've only in the last 5 or 6 days started teaching myself Python, which I realize is probably not the best language if I want to do Hive-based things. But I'm 5 days in and I know very little. I know variables, I know lists, I know loops, I know importing other modules, and I know some basic algorithms. And I know some branching logic as well. That's pretty much it. So I've got the fundamentals. I just need to figure out the rest of it as I go. The course I'm doing though is quite good. It's quite encouraging. It's why I've sort of been streaming one day on, one day off lately, because I've been focusing on teaching myself Python. It's also going to be really useful in my day job as well, as that becomes more and more complex as it has been recently. I don't think it's going to load what I want there. So that is what that is. I'm going to go with another battle here. Yeah, the API limits on those cores are pretty brutal. I had a analytical flow scraping a whole bunch of pricing and like marketplace transactions and whatnot, and as soon as the API limits went in, like the actual thing that I was scraping was happening more rapidly than I could scrape it. So it was like, well, what's the point of continuing to scrape it if it's going to happen quicker and more constantly than what I can monitor it at? Explosive weaponry and up close and personnel. Only melee monsters. Time for the kitty. We're going to go with Earth Splinter and hope they don't bring Milo, because I want to capitalize upon all of these range dudes. No, I didn't. It either just failed in the call, or yeah, it either failed in the call and the data wasn't there, because it wasn't particularly robust the way I was extracting data. It's basically just calling the JSON array. I was then grabbing the contents of that array, manipulating it a whole bunch, joining it against some other stuff, then dumping it in an SQL database that I created. And then each subsequent call would grab fresh data, compare it against what was in the SQL database already after doing all the manipulation, and it would only append new records to the SQL database. but I ended up with something like 30 million rows or something absurd in that database. So what was happening was I was polling every 30 minutes, but what happened was I ended up with so many freaking rows in the SQL database because it was taking longer to check all those rows in the database than it did to actually make the API calls and dump the data in there before I could flash all the dupes. So I ended up with a soup, a mess. It was still a useful mess and a very interesting mess, but it was I also hit the limits of my local machine and my allocated RAM to my Docker container that was running that SQL server. So yeah, that was fun. I have 6 seconds left and I need to pick more creatures. So I'm going to pick Dragon Jumper and I'm going to go with Glorax Guardian for extra armor and just see if this works. It might work. I expected there to be more retaliatory creatures in their team beyond the Lord of Darkness. I'm happy I brought this guy along, and I'm happy that he may indeed be the secret to beating Lord of Darkness. What I'm not happy about is the fact that this guy is so invincible. Don't retaliate again, Lord of Darkness. Don't do it. It's not worth it. No, I'm not winning this. Damn. Yeah, not a lot of software does. You can. I found that the software that I use to like ingest all the data, Nime, it can do like really elaborate joins and whatnots, but you then need somewhere to store the data. So I tried originally just doing a CSV locally to store the data, which is clearly not robust. I then did a CSV locally and mirrored it to Google Drive using a connector within Nime that would dump the data onto Google Drive. And then thought, none of this is working, I should do it the proper way. And the proper way is, of course, a DB. And that didn't go well in terms of scalability after a while. So that was problematic. Like, scalability is the biggest wall you'll hit in any of this stuff. Anything can be done, it's just the unreasonable computational power you need. Yeah, exactly. And my SQL DB was running with, I think I limited the Docker container to 32 gig of RAM, and it had 4 cores of a 10 core 20 thread 10900. That's what's in my local box that I use for Unraid and just experimenting on things, as well as it being my local NAS and my web host and a whole bunch of other stuff that it runs. And yeah, that couldn't keep up, and it was probably because the way in which I had done my stuff was pretty inefficient. There could have been more efficient ways to structure the data processing and all of that. But for a personal project, I learned a lot along the way, mainly about how to set up an SQL server, how to give it all the commands that it needs, how to integrate an ETL tool like Nime with that SQL server, how to then manage overlapping data frames and typecasting the data and all sorts of stuff. Really, really boring things if people don't understand anything about like data science or like IT related bits and pieces. But in my day job, I've been using a lot of Power BI lately, which is mainly like Azure cloud hosted stuff. And I think what I should have done with my SQL stuff is done relational databases instead of just this database table talks to this other database table, because relational databases are like an extraordinary performance gain over just doing standard joins. It was something I learned this week. But that's all I'm going to ramble for today. Let's have a look and see if Splinterlands TV is live. It is indeed. So let's head on over to Splinterlands TV. And I will catch you guys most likely on Sunday night when I go live for a double quest. Again, just like today. So cheers, thanks for your time, and I will catch you all again